to the second installment of the Blackstorm Report. Now, Red, I'm glad you came back, but I'm sorry to say that you won't be speaking tonight. We've decided to dig into some old records, so if you could just support the audience on this one, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. Top story tonight, voter turnout. You may or may not be surprised to hear that the state of Maine had the highest voter turnout in the 2014 midterm elections at a near dismal 59%, followed by Wisconsin and Minnesota. We know what you're thinking. Does voter turnout correlate with the idea that a salad is not complete without cheddar cheese and Gob's ranch dressing? Or general mayonnaise use? Well, not quite. According to the Washington Post, it has to do with education levels and how exciting the political race is in the given state at the given time. No mention of foodstuffs. We here at this desk don't believe that for 1 minute, so we decided to unpack some more information. Maine, Wisconsin, and Minnesota were all considerably whiter than the national average, and white voters are somewhat more likely to turn out to vote. But that correlation doesn't hold across the board. Some states might share the same demographics and dramatically different voting numbers. It could very well be that Maine, Wisconsin, and Minnesota prop the number up for the entire country by their sheer demographic breakdown and the quirk that snow makes people vote during the chilly November months. We don't know. Here's something though. Older people are much more likely to vote than the average American. 61% of people above 65 vote rather than 36.6% of average American voters. Maine is a shade older than the rest of the country due to its pleasant weather, so could that be it? Perhaps not. We here at this desk do, though, have a hypothesis. Small towns. Perhaps the fact that the post offices still hold relevancy in downtown retail spaces, and examples such as Iowa's nearly sport-like fandom of politics can explain voter turnout in a single swing. Let's look at the cities of Maine and comparable cities around the world. Portland. Oakland. Lisbon. Belfast. Now those seem pretty different, and Maine's were certainly smaller, but Maine's tend to vote a little bit more. However, if the evidence supported earlier from the numbers we collected on demographics is true, perhaps it isn't about being a certain race or a certain age that makes you vote, but what is exciting in your life? If we've learned anything from watching town hall rallies on television, we know that small towns across America sure do get fired up about political races, while big cities are busy with not knowing where their town hall may or may not be. We have not yet fully unpacked this question of what influences voting, but soon may see as the Blackstorm Report continues its investigation of the American public and their attitude towards voting. Goodbye now, and may you join us next time on the Blackstorm Report.